The main thing that we asked for was to shift the right to decide from the doctors to the women, and that hasn't happened.
One of the research that we did a few years back, Ipas Development Foundation, we found that only 22% women knew abortion is legal in the country. That's the level of awareness. So when a woman is not aware that abortion is legal, she is that much more constrained in seeking safe abortion services.
As long as the decision-making power is completely in the hands of the state, it cannot be a right. You cannot call it a right in the true sense.
Abortion is legal in India, but it is not a right of a woman. To explain this further, a woman is entitled for abortion for a pretty wide range of indications, but the final eligibility has to be that of a provider.
Right.
Therefore, a woman cannot access abortion just because she feels the need for it and she can go and get an abortion. The doctor has to provide an opinion that she falls into one of the indications in which abortion can be provided as per the law.
After the 21 amendment, so it has increased the limit from 20 weeks to 24 weeks. So under that also, contraceptive failure is one of the reasons for getting an MTP. But what is more interesting is that even though they have increased the limit from 20 to 24 weeks, they have now created categories of women who can and cannot seek MTP. So that sort of creates an additional barrier for women, because now not all women, which is something that was not there in the 1971 Act. It was available to all women, all married women. But now there are classifications even within that. So that creates an additional barrier for people and even for couples, I think, to go and get an MTP.
In an issue like abortion, access depends on multiple reasons. Primarily, let's start with awareness, then availability, and third, an agency to choose. Rural women definitely, and even many urban women, have a problem in accessing abortion. Availability, especially if you remove the urban geographies, is extremely curtailed because we do not have abortion providers close to the communities where women live. And that's primarily because by law, only an OBGYN, a gynecologist, can provide abortion services by default. An MBBS doctor can provide it after going through a special training. Another research we did, again in rural India, through a very interesting finding. About 62% of the women we surveyed felt abortion is a sin. Around 50% of them said they will stop being friends with another woman if they knew that she had an abortion.
It still remains a provider-centric law. It was originally created to safeguard doctors. It is amended to safeguard doctors. The law needs to recognize this as a right and remove any kind of third-party authorization. It's very simple. It has to be at request of the pregnant person, in consultation only with their gynecologist. Most importantly, pregnant people are capable of making their decision for themselves. We do not need 7 doctors to decide that for them.
Abortion is healthcare, right? It's nothing special. It's like contraception. So like all these, we may have to address all the 3. Just improving availability is not going to help. We will have to address awareness. We will have to address issues in which we can normalize and destigmatize abortion. The more we talk about it, the more journalists talk about it, press shows like yours talk about it, will go a little way in destigmatizing and normalizing abortion, like any other healthcare.